Hello, welcome. Doing Final Fantasy XIV, Stormblood, continuing the main story quests. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Here we go. I trust you are well rested and refreshed, yes? Then let us return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now, but I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There is a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we will need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. Scions, a pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken Alighieri and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations to the peaks. Give a shout to the lads as you pass, eh?
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and Resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
Oh. My village, the one we visited with Mifrid, is far to the north. There's no easy way to get to it from here, though. Through the pass and onwards to southeast, was it? The Imperials sure do like their towers, don't they? As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula and Peck terrorists where they did. See those 3 towers to the east? That's her. Sits right on the edge of a cliff. So attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Valadonia was so important, eh? Right then, come along. They're waiting for us in Alighieri. Yeah. Alighieri was once a hub of trade and commerce, as I recall, hence the need for a large central square. The settlement is remarkably intact. I see little evidence of fighting. Alighieri is famous for that giant crystal. Some say Ragnar himself put it there. Here we are, the new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you have been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We were about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperatoris. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you are ready. So that's why the village was unarmed. Rather cowardly of them, uncharacteristically so. I don't know why the Imperials would have been in Alighieri without a fight, but I'm glad they did. Well, you heard the Flame General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. Enjoy your time with Minago and her kin? Aye, that's what I want to hear. Too many soldiers forget the importance of time away from all this. The Imperials underestimated us once and they paid dearly for it. They may not be so easily deceived next time, but if we cannot fool them, we will simply have to break them. On behalf of the Elder Seed Seer, I thank you for your swift and decisive action against the primal menace. We are not unaware of the danger it posed to our fair nation. Everything appears to be in order. Very good, very good. That everyone? Then let us begin. Alighieri is ours, and for mercy we took it without losing a single man. But we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperatoris will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperials' motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. Explicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is through the east, though Specula Imperatoris and Castrum Abana. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see, then we have no choice but to accept that we have what we have been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I have no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. To the assault then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During this time, I would hold the Scions in reserve at Alighieri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute, we should be fighting with you and the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Yo after what she's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. If she wants to fight, I say let her fight. Thanks, I knew you would understand. Mayhap it would be best if I accompanied you. Alize can stay with you. Oh, go if you must. The two of you can take care of ourselves. The two of us can take care of ourselves. You have your orders. Dismissed.
My head.
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Guardians are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Found you.
So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent the word to Ehrenvold's squadron. They are already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. Oh man, I'm dealing with some lag here. Give me a moment, yo. Say that again if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood, keep me apprised of any developments. That was Aaronville. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you, yo? Any trouble? And there I was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperial Taurus is going well.
Whoa! You've improved, lad.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Xenos said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Xenos yourself. I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Ansfrid, Rudolph, Hamlet. For us, for our people, for our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery!
Those treacherous bastards! Their people were still fighting! Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood! All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
By the 12, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, didn't you? It must have been the cannon at Castrum Abano, but that was an Imperial installation and their troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shell is being jammed or... We have to go right now. They need our help. This way, there's no time to lose. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even. Pull yourself together. The gate. This is our way inside. We need to find my brother right now. Damn it, I don't see them, my brother or Elise. Maybe the general knows something. It shall be done. I'm glad you're here, yo. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us. On Specula Imperioris. I didn't think they had it in them to kill their own men just to kill us. God's damn it all. Where is my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating and many remain unaccounted for. Alize, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families, just like you and me. They need our help, do you understand? He's right. I'll take the north, you take the east. Tell the adders we need their conjurers ready to receive our wounded, and get me every carriage you can find. They could fire on us again at any moment. Thank you. I think I can manage on my own. For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. Ye gods, what were the Imperials thinking? I'll go for the carriages once I catch my breath, you needn't worry. Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? There are Algiers not far. I'll make it. I swear I'd die at sea, and I'm not about to break that promise. Spartan DS? Spartan Das. Are you winning? I think so. I'm getting through it. Thanks for asking. Everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from the tower. Wait, I know you, Yo-san. Word of House Four Temps. We fought together on the steps of faith You saved my life back then, and now. I can walk, thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. Conrad, can you hear me? Nago, put him down over there. Yo, full glad am I to see you. Wait, where is my sister? Oh, mighty Ragar, oh noble Azamian, I beg of you, do not take him from us.
Conrad! Conrad, speak to me!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it!
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word! You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Next round, double charge.
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
That's the cerulean pipeline!
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
My lance has slain far greater beasts. You're welcome, boy.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon! The savages are coming!
I promise. No, 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 you can't, not now. We could have killed them, we could have walked away. But instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response, fire and blood. This was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. God as my witness, there will be a reckoning. Forgive me, now is not the time for vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we are in danger. We three will seek to Commander Kemp's body, find my sister, and return to Alighieri. We will meet you in Alighieri. I pray you find my sister and leave at once. Huh. There. There, that should suffice for now. Go on and join the others. Tell me you found Alpha Node. Tell me it's alright. Oh, thank the 12. I don't know what I would have done. Though saying that what will the Resistance do without Commander Kemp? Sorry, not here, not now. We should return to Alighieri. Keep an eye out for any wounded who need our help on the way. What should we do? We've got plenty of our own wounded to deal with. Say the word and I'll finish him quick. Damn. It wasn't long ago I was trying to kill you and yours. I half expected you were about to slit my throat. To hells with this. I should be back home in Ilsbard instead of taking fire from my so-called comrades. Put me in a goal or whatever. I'm through with it. Do you hear me? I surrender. Thanks, friend. Bloody Torment came loose and I was having trouble getting it back on. I should be fine the rest of the way. I can manage on my own. Reckon you've got more important things to do than watch over a poor sod like me. Oh, bless you, kind. Wait, is that you, yo? I didn't recognize you at first, but feeling a bit dizzy. Must have lost a lot of blood. I can't keep going. I can keep going. Go on without me, yo. I'll not be long. It's up to you, all of us, to carry on in his stead. It's up to me. I did what I could for those I found along the way, but some were beyond help. I knew we'd lose people doing this, but him, I was sure the old bear would outlast us all. Yo, we have given over Commander Kemp's remains for safekeeping. Later, I have no idea when. Rites must needs be performed. For now, however, we must carry on. We must press forward. We must not give in to despair. All Alliance and Resistance units have now withdrawn from Specula and Pertoris. It is time we spoke with General Alden. Mark my words, when this is over, I'll take the heads of every officer in Castrum Habana. I'll swing the bloody axe myself if I have to. We lost a lot of men inside the tower. Casualties are still mounting among those who survived. Grim though it is, the Conjurers have had no choice but to impose a rigid triage system when treating the wounded. Under the circumstances, we have to be realistic. These deaths weigh heavy on my soul, Commander Kemp's most of all. He was a wise leader, he was a patriot, but above all else he was a good man who will be sorely missed, one of many lost this day. I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. We have suffered a grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face the enemy. It will carry us far, General. Of that I have no doubt. Ere we take another step towards Alamigo, however, we must first address the question of how to deal with Castrum Habana's cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without thought for their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them. A frontal assault is out of the question. We'd lose countless men before we even reach the walls. Would we? Recall that the Imperials could have obliterated our forces had they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again, mayhap due to a malfunction? Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or a heretofore unknown resistance faction chose that moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped when logic dictated they continue. Then I'll just have to go and see for myself if the cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the resistance. We can't risk losing another commander so soon. I know how you feel, Nago, I do, but I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papolino and I arrived at Ragar's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the resistance, and then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the Scions, but even then I knew deep down that it was an excuse, that I was still afraid of following my heart, because I couldn't be sure if it was for me, or couldn't be sure if it was for me or for Ida. But then I met someone on the other side of the world who had struggled with the same worries, and as we traveled and fought together, I saw him grow and become the leader his people needed him to be. And now it's my turn to do the same. There's not a lot of us left, and of the ones that are, many are still wounded. We have to make do with what we've got, and I'm the best qualified. It's as simple as that, but don't worry, Nago. I'll come back, I promise. While I acknowledge Commander Heck's right to carry out this mission, I see no reason why she should do so alone. You would go with her? You would go with her? Would have done it even if you hadn't asked her. Then it's settled. We will await your return. More than a keeper, she needs a friend now. Stay close to her. Conrad confided in me that he was considering naming her as his successor, so it didn't come as a complete shock. I mean, I was still not surprised, but I've never once doubted his judgment. None of us have. If he thought Lise was the best choice, then she is. When did Lise become the leader of the resistance? That is, I suppose we have to have Hein to thank for this too. I understand Monagro's concern. If they were to lose another leader so soon after losing Conrad, the resistance might never recover. Sorry to drag you into this, Yo. It may not be a decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now all I can do is be myself. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try to talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I know a good vantage point overlooking the castrum. Crypt's Hope. The ship stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, but there might be some ancient golems guarding it, or that might just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Please, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. To reach the ship, we'll have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there, alright? Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you've met the golems. Look like the old stories were true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. Right then, time to climb. Ugh, that took a bit more out of me than expected. And here she is, Nicomprince Hope, the ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the Sixth Umbral era. It's comforting to think that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right there, right here, isn't it? I don't just mean the ship, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to. Sometimes even when they didn't want you to. It can't have been easy, staying true to yourself, but we're all better for it, me included. I'll never be a leader like Conrad or Hein or my father. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that'll just have to be enough, eh? Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if this shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad, or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own? Is that smoke from Castor and Abana? Wait, it's coming from the cannon. I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, yo, to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. To take Castrum Abana and bring the bastards who gave the order to fire to justice. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back with the right plan. I'm certain we can do it. One sec. Okay. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's chomping at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. We have to tell the others. Come on. Easier down than up, eh? Though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now, before the Imperials have time to fix their cannons. There's no time to lose, yo. General Adnan needs to know what we saw. You look like you've got something important to say. Well, did you learn anything of value? I'm relieved the two of you made it back in one piece. I mean, I always am, but it's a little different now, isn't it? We will have our retribution. It is but a matter of time. We have lost so many already. If we suffer another defeat like that, this campaign is over. So long as the Imperials hold Castrum Abana, we will not be able to march on Alamigo. Your return. I only hope you bring good news. We scaled the cliffs of Neerkrump's Hope and spied smoke rising from Castrum Abana's main cannon. I think Marshal Tarpon's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seems to have been disabled somehow. Then we must attack Castrum Abana at once. It could still be a trick, but if it isn't, we may not get a better opportunity. Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could have simply kept firing. Be that as it may, we need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the Castrum and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If, on the other hand, it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target, and we will at least know the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk, but how are we to infiltrate the Castrum? In anticipation of a day such as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants throughout Girabana, including Radiata. Radiata is home to many who hold menial positions at Castrum Abana and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. The resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'll be just as happy working with fellow Alamegans. And at the end of the day, it's our land, our responsibility. Let us do it right by Conrad. I should be glad to accompany her, General, as would Alizé and Yo, I am sure. Well then, if you are in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march on Castrum Habana. Go, and may Ragar watch over and keep you. Had Alfredo not volunteered you, I would have asked if anyone can see this mission through. It's you. Perhaps you can recall the night we first met outside Sildun ruins under such unfortunate circumstances. I had just returned from a meeting with my Alamegan agents. As I said before, we have been preparing for this day. We will have... Yep, same dialogue. I knew the Alliance had spies in gear, but Radiata... Wait, is that the same dialogue? Thanks for standing by me, Yo. Together we'll make Conrad proud. I suspect a hand-picked contingent of the Alamegan Brigade's finest would have been equally, if not more qualified, but what do I know? My apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess my decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated by concern for least nor less Alamigo. Castrum Habana is the largest imperial facility in the peaks, you see, and so the likelihood that Kyle is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective, of course, but if there is even a chance that Kyle might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if I did not take it. So, to review, we are to travel to Radiata, where we will meet with the contact recruited by Marshal Turpin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Yo and Lise were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshals indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Specula Imperatoris or Castrum Habana. Perhaps as a result of this, the Resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. Aye, you have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Alamegans, feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave him. Damned if I know how. Marshal Tarpin's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain, I do, but I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rogan woman. She will ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she will know us as friends. Courage, right. Put together a squadron, not go. We'll need them soon. With me, my friends, and be ready for anything. Okay. know you're out there. Keep an eye out, would you? Something doesn't feel right. If there were magic armor, tech armor nearby, surely we would have heard them by now. See, what did I tell you? Let us continue on to Specula Imperatoris. Woo, that would have been an unceremonious ending to our tale. Nothing to it. Of course there were still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, they were no match for Lee's. Come, Radiata is not much further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. Nary a soldier in sight. Mayhap they were recalled to Castrum Abania. I thought they said this was a village. It looks more like a work camp. Looks like it's safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see smoke above Castrum Abana anymore. Do you think they fixed the cannon already? How does it look though? It's a very similar shape to the staff I already have. Interior. Alphanode said we were looking for a rogue-gending woman, right? And that we should answer her questions with courage. I suppose we'll just have to strike up a conversation with every one of them until we find her contact. Let me know if you find her and I'll do the same. So, as I was saying about this woman, there are broken war machina all over the place. If you know where to look, someone should probably salvage them. She has to be around here somewhere. Yeah. Ain't seen you around before. It takes a certain kind of woman to walk into a place like this uninvited. Courage, you say? Well, that isn't short supply these days. Better to keep your head down and go along to survive. Call me a coward too if you like, 'cause I'll not speak on it more. At least not here. Outside Radiata, behind those barricades over yonder on the other hand. Hey, was that who I think it was? Well, that's a relief, or a trap. Either way, I'll find Alpha Node and Alze. We'll meet you there. Not followed, were you? Good. That's all of you, is it? Let's get to it then. Name yourselves. We are the Science of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Turpin. Named Stark Woad. The rest you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about Specula Imperatoris and the canon, isn't it? Just so, can you tell us what happened? I overheard the soldiers talking while working in the mess. The cerulean pipeline fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon? That beggars belief. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident had everyone jumping at shadows and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Alamegan help have been sent home indefinitely. So the cannon could already be fully operational. We need to sneak inside Castrum Abana to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? Aye, that much I can do. I've pieced together a map of the interior over the years, and I know for a fact that there are multiple points of entry. Impressive. If we split into several groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. We may be few in number, but I have faith that we can see this through. It's thanks to brave women and men and women like her that we still have a chance to win this war. It's good to see that even deep within the occupied territory, there are still those who would defy their oppressors. I tell you, some of these resistance folk can't see the forest for the trees. Ambushing the occasional Imperial patrol won't change a damn thing. Infiltrating their castrums and learning their secrets, on the other hand. We have that for which we came. All that remains is to make our preparations. This inner unit will make for our primary objective, the fire control center. At the same time, we will enter the castrum by way of the ventilation ducts, whereupon we will proceed into weapons research and create a diversion. If all goes to plan, our parties will subsequently converge, and together we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they are clear to attack. Sounds simple enough. I'll go and brief Nago on the details. The rest of you come with me. We'll need to deal with the Magitech patrols before you can infiltrate the castrum. Shit. Quickly and quietly so as not to raise the alarm. Here's hoping there aren't too many for us to handle. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just around the bend up ahead. The last patrol should be here any moment. Once you've dealt with them, we'll be clear to advance, assuming they keep to their usual schedule. Might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. Lead the way and deal with the last patrol if you would. We'll hold here and watch for soldiers coming from the west. By Rhaegar, I knew your lot were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Yo is the finest warrior I know, and I should like to think we have learned something from our time in her company. Now, where is the entrance to the ducts? Right behind you. I've mapped the branches so you should have no trouble reaching the hangars or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, we shall infiltrate the castrum and cause as much chaos as possible. This will draw the Imperials away from Lys and her men, thereby allowing them to safely reach the fire control center. If there's nothing else, I'll return to the Resistance forces and show them to their entrance. May Rhaegar guide you to victory. This is your last chance to make your preparations, Yo. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin. It won't be long before someone realizes their armor is missing. We'll have to hurry. The Alliance is counting on us to deal with that canyon. Failure is not an option. Okay, and with that, I'm gonna take a break. Alright. Just gonna pick up some Aether Current quests while I'm waiting for the time to elapse. You're not from around here, are you? You've never seen an Alamegan strike up a conversation with a Radiata resident. But seeing as we're already talking, I have a job that's just right for an outsider like you. Talk with the girl behind that building over there and she'll give you all the details. She's a bit testy, mind you. About bloody time. Here, take this supply crate and trade it with the merchant in Alligary for food. He's usually lurking in an alley somewhere, shifty bastard. You'll know him when you see him. Do not tell him Radiator natives sent you. There'll be no rub for us if you do. You want to trade? You'll show me the goods first, then maybe we'll deal. Gods, these are military issue Mark 53 sedatives, high quality stuff. Someone snatched a batch a while ago, but you wouldn't believe how quickly Imperial medicines sell. Folk are always on edge around here, you see, never knowing when the Empire might decide to launch an assault. Some get so worked up they can scarcely sleep without a little alchemical encouragement. How much do you want for them? I'm a bit curious how you came by this stash, but I'll take it off your hands all the same. Food? That's it? Just food? Alright, well here's a sack full of assorted edibles. Nice doing business with you. That's right, I would have to travel all the way. Well, hey, you're that adventurer everyone's been talking about, aren't you? Just the woman I wanted to see. You've a bit of time to spare, I hope. It seemed a bloody miracle we managed to take Alligary without spilling a drop of blood, but it was all thanks to that one man. A man the Alliance would very much like to speak with. Getting him to come in for questioning, however, has proven more trouble than we thought. It's not my place to be dealing with this, to be honest with you, but I think it'd be best to resolve the matter quietly if possible. Things could get messy around here if the Alliance or the Resistance start kicking up a fuss. I'm not like to draw attention if I leave my post, but you adventurers are free to move about as you please. So what do you say? Can you give me a hand? You adventurers are good folk. Now I really shouldn't say much more out here in the open. You best go and speak with him yourself. Bat's his name. He can tell you the rest. The adventurers slew Lord von Belsar, so they sent you to clear my head then. Brazen Brook sent you to help? Oh, thank the heavens. You see, I'm actually a centurion of the Garlean forces. Now, before you do anything rash, let me explain. When I learned of the Allied forces' approach, I knew we had no way of repelling them, so I ordered all our men to retreat from Alighieri. I then planned to turn myself in, but I ran into certain complications. I can see you're unconvinced. Tell you what, why not ask the villagers about me? When you hear what they have to say, I think you'll come to understand why I couldn't turn myself in. But the place wouldn't be the same without him, and we certainly have no intentions of sending him to be butchered by the Alliance. Where do you hear that name? I won't have anyone speaking ill of him. Unless you're looking to pick a fight, you'll keep your mouth shut. What do you want with Bot? He's not in trouble, is he? We already told the Alliance scum they can't have him. There you are. Now do you see the cause for my hesitation? In light of their reaction to my being arrested, the Alliance has allowed me to remain here for the time being, but for all intents and purposes I am a war prisoner. The villagers initially meant to keep me hidden, but harboring one's enemy is a serious crime no matter whose side you're on, and I've heard what the Alliance does to those who help the Garleans. The stuff of nightmares, I tell you. My execution is assured the moment they take me into custody, but if the villagers should take arms in protest, they don't deserve such a bloody fate. Brazenbrook has made a valiant effort to assuage the people's anger, but there's only so much a man can do in his position can do. I know how strange this may seem, but I want you to convince the people of Alighieri to allow for my surrender. Did you get the food? Tell me you got the food. Or praise the heavens, and praise you too, stranger. This will be the first proper meal we've had in days. Go back and speak with my large friend if you would. I'd wager he'd like you to show his thanks as well. Surprised to see us trading in Imperial supplies. My quick-fingered friend once worked in the storeroom in Castrum Urbana and swiped those sedatives before she left. The settlement's full of those used for labor. That's why we needed you to make the deal. If one of us dared to set foot in that town, they'd chase us out with a hail of stones or worse. But now we can't eat our fill, get our strengths back, and try to move on. Kind-hearted heroes like you are a godsend. That's annoying. Somebody quit before I could even join. Okay, that's all the ether for us. Okay, with that done. Alright, we'll be right back once this dungeon queues up. There we go. That was a long queue. Oh man, my internet's not good. No wonder. You got this. You so got this. Come on. Yeah. Shit. I really thought I dodged that. Ooh. I love 14, man. Alright.
Understood. We're on our way. Lisa's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them. Lise! Thank the 12 you're all right.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
They're here!
It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it?!
I gave the order to fire.
It was over! The Skulls had surrendered, no one else had to die, and you killed them! Your own people! Your own comrades!
You're right! I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn, all the rest, trained and fought with every last one of them. Good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths. And I knew exactly what I was doing.
But why? Why would you do that?
They died so that all Alamegans could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us. But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, Fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal. That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom. You killed your own. They trusted you and you killed them. Murderer! Butcher! Traitor!
Lise!
Gotcha!
I know what you can do. I've already seen it.
Alize!
Even so, the odds are against me.
Coward! Get back here!
Hero! Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the royal hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
She'll be all right, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me? Thank you. Lise, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
Alright. Time is it? I'm gonna call it here. Actually, let me just... I am told one of your comrades was injured during the operation. If there is aught we can do to help, pray do not hesitate to ask. Well done. The thrice damned cannon won't be troubling us again. Well, we did it. Castrum Urbana belongs to us now. Nagoro and her people took Alize to Radiata to receive treatment. Alphino tells me she'll make a full recovery. I know I should be happy we won and with minimal casualties, but somehow it feels empty. We should report to General Idrin. Ryle wasn't here, but who knows, maybe one of Ruban's men found something which could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask anyway. Maybe we should speak with General Alden, just in case his men learned something about Crowley. Alright. So I am gonna call it here. But I might stream again tonight. I'm not sure. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.